Okay. Okay. Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover, and thank you for joining me today. Today, don't be fooled, the real healthy pet food choices that work. And before we start, I'm going to feed my beautiful, lovely cat, Bob. Bob, let's feed you. Now, do you love my little, this is what I'm going to feed him in. Got this for $2, right? I like it, right? A little cute. Looks Egyptian, right? Doesn't it look like a vase, an Egyptian vase? Well, I like it. It's coming. It's coming. Your treats are coming. So I was in Stop and Shop and I found this cute. Produced in USA facilities. Produced in USA facilities. Now, you know that I've done shows about uh, the effects of tariffs and the effects of prices and everything that's going on in the world with in terms of pet foods, pet services, everything that has to do with pets. And I just found this label, produced in USA facilities. You're gonna see a lot of that. You're going to see. How do you open this? I'm trying to open this, Bob. Relax. There you go. I'm gonna feed you. You are going to see a lot of that. Come on. Get open. Get open. Come on. I'm going to open it. I am struggling to open. I'm going to open it. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. All right. Stay right there. It's coming. Stay. Yes. I got you this. We're going to pour some. Stay right there. Let me mix it up a little bit. We're going to have a great show today. I have something exciting. Look at that. Look at that. Let me show them. So I poured that, and I'm putting this topper on top, and he's just going crazy for it. It's coming. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Look at that. Bon appetit. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay. That's for my little lovely cat, Bob. Charlie is resting. He was out all day today. That's right. If you don't know Charlie, my beautiful pet Charlie, he was resting. All right, let's have a good show today. Look at that. Breathe. Don't eat it without breathing. Come on. Vet bills are too much. You got to breathe while you eat. All right. Don't be fooled. The real healthy pet food choices that work. Listen, if you can't afford it, just go with plain pet food, dry or wet. I do a mix of both. But we don't need to go into name brands. We don't need to do anything that's going to break our bank, right? And then we can't afford our pets because we have to feed it, food that costs hundreds and thousands of dollars, all right? So let's get started. At the end of the show, I have a new segment. I mentioned it yesterday, and you're going to love this segment. For all you gamblers out there, I have a segment, Feed Your Pets. At the end of the show, stay tuned. All right. Don't be fooled. The pet food aisle is one of the most confusing places for pet parents today, with packaging plastered in bold promises like grain-free, organic, and premium. It's easy to believe you're making the healthiest choice, but the truth is, many of these claims are marketing tricks designed to sell, not to nourish your lovely pets. Behind the buzzwords, countless pet foods hide cheap fillers, harmful additives, and synthetic preservatives that can drain your pet's energy, dull their coat, and even shorten their lifespan. The sad reality, many loving owners are paying more for food that delivers less. But here's the good news. Real healthy pet food choices do exist, and they don't have to cost a fortune. By learning how to spot nutrient-dense proteins, natural superfoods, and safe ingredient profiles, you will unlock the secret to feeding your pet for energy, longevity, and vibrant health. This guide will cut through the noise, expose the gimmicks, and give you budget-friendly strategies to shop smarter without compromising on quality, because when it comes to your pet's well-being, you deserve the truth, and your best friend deserves nutrition that truly works. So I'm going to give you four, that is four uh, uh, facts, realities. I want you to, understand that when you go pet food shopping, there's certain things you should look for and certain things you should avoid. And one of them is discover the truth behind buzzwords like grain free, organic, and premium. Number one, don't be fooled by clever packaging. Terms like grain free, organic, and premium sound powerful but often hide marketing tricks rather than real nutrition. Grain free doesn't always mean healthier. It may just replace grains with starch heavy fillers like potatoes or peas. Organic might guarantee fewer pesticides, but it doesn't automatically equal a balanced diet. And premium, that's just a price tag booster unless the ingredient list backs it up. The truth, focus on what's inside the bag, not the buzzword on the label. Right? We see that in real human food labels, right? We see that organic, premium, grain free. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Huh? Next time, breathe, man. Come on. There's more tomorrow. I know. It was good. You ate it all. Oh, man. We see that in packaging, especially vegetables and fruits, organic fruit, organic vegetables. I mean, let's be honest, it all comes from the ground, right? Most of it does, right? But why should we pay extra because organic? I don't know. Okay, let's get back to this. Number two, learn how to spot hidden fillers, harmful additives, and overpriced gimmicks. Behind the shiny labels, many pet foods are packed with hidden fillers and artificial additives that do nothing for your pet's health. Watch out for vague ingredients like meat byproducts, corn gluten meal, and or animal digest. They're cheap substitutes that pad profit margins, not pets' health. Harmful additives like BHA, BHT, and artificial dyes can shorten your pet's lifespan, and overpriced gimmicks like designer blends often just dress up the same low quality formulas. Reading the ingredient list is your shield against scams. And there are a lot of them out there, let me tell you. Number three, find out which nutrient-dense ingredients actually fuel longevity, energy, and a shinier coat, right? When I say shinier coat, look at Bob, his coat. It's shiny, it's beautiful, you know? True health comes from nutrient-dense superfoods that build strong immunity and lasting energy. Look for real protein sources like chicken, salmon, turkey, or lamb as the first ingredient. Additions like omega-3 rich fish oils, probiotics, blueberry, spinach, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes boost digestion, skin health, and coat shine. These ingredients fuel longevity, protect joints, and keep your pet playful well into their senior years. If you want vibrant energy and a glossy coat, skip the hype and go straight to the whole food nutrition. A lot of this, believe it or not, you can, if you have time on your hand, you can, mix it up and cook it yourself. Make it yourself. We also cook healthy for ourselves, and we add a lot, chicken, salmon, turkey, lamb. It's a lot of things we cook and we make ourselves. Listen, you make it, you cook it yourself, put a little bit to the side, feed it to your beautiful dog or cat. There's nothing wrong with that. Omega-3 rich fish oil, probiotics, blueberry, spinach, pumpkin, fresh vegetables that we pick up at the deli. We can, at the fruit store, we can, give it to ourselves. When we cook chicken, put it to the side, mix the fresh vegetables in there with it, feed it to your dog. We do it at home. That's what I'm telling you. You can do it. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of turkey. I eat a lot of salmon. And, my dog Charlie's right there waiting for seconds, And once I'm done, I give him my scraps and he eats away. All right. Number three, get expert tips on budget-friendly, healthy choices that don't compromise on quality. Healthy pet food doesn't have to drain your wallet. Smart pet parents save big by choosing store brand formulas made with real proteins, buying in bulk, or setting up auto ship discounts. Many vet recommended mid-tier brands provide the same quality as luxury labels without the inflated costs. You can even mix in fresh whole foods like cooked veggies, rice, or lean meats to stretch your pet's diet while boosting nutrition. Here's the secret: budget friendly doesn't mean low quality, it means buying smarter, not flashier, not, oh, let me break my bank. Now I can't afford pet food. So understand that, all right? All right. Let's go to a couple of segments. One of them is Pet Confessions. I love this segment, right? The Grain Free Trap from Melissa in Chicago. Melissa confessed she spent months buying expensive grain free food for her golden retriever, Bailey, because the packaging made it sound healthier. But when Bailey started losing weight and her vet reviewed the ingredients, Melissa realized the food was packed with fillers and not enough protein. She said, I learned the label fooled me. Bailey needed a balanced nutrition, not trendy buzzwords. Be very careful with these trendy buzzwords. Pet confession number 2, the fancy organic fail from Derek in Florida. Derek admitted he once splurged on high-priced organic food for his cat, Smokey. It looked fancy, smelled fresh, and the store clerk promised it was the best on the market. Smokey, he refused to eat it. Derek said, that's when I realized healthy food isn't about the marketing. It's about what actually works for your pet's body. He went back to a vet-recommended formula that Smokey devoured. Pet confession number 3, the hidden additives from Priya in Seattle. Priya confessed that she thought she was making a smart choice by buying a premium kibble brand. But after her dog Max developed constant itching, she dug into the ingredient list. Buried at the bottom were artificial colors and preservatives. She said, I felt betrayed. I thought I was buying the best, but the label fooled me. Now I checked every single ingredient before it goes in Max bowls. And pet confession number 4, the budget-friendly win from Andre in New Jersey. Andre confessed he always felt guilty for not being able to afford the most expensive pet food brands for his beagle, Buddy. But when his vet showed him how to read the guaranteed analysis and nutrient content on the packaging, he realized a mid-priced brand had almost identical benefits. He said, I learned healthy doesn't have to mean overpriced or name brand. Don't be fooled by the price tag or the name on the bag. Quality is the nutrition, not the hype. And that is the Pet Confession segment. All right, breaking news time. Let's get to breaking news time. For breaking news, a couple of things, and we're going to expand the entire week on it. Shelters at capacity. Animal shelters are reportedly overwhelmed as a record number of owners surrender their pets, pushing many to the brinks. Again, there's ways to cut costs. There's ways to make sure you keep your pet at home with you. And I can understand maybe you lost your job, times are hard, or you have a 3 household member, you have kids and one of you lost your job. The one who suffers ultimately is the pet, right? But that's why I'm making these shows. These shows are to show you how to cut back, how to get a balanced nutrition meal without having name brands, without spending and breaking the bank. And you could do this by also feeding them scraps. Most of us eat good these days, right? We eat healthy. When I say good and healthy, we watch our weight, right? It's not always fast food, especially if you lost your job. You want to cook at home. And for example, let me tell you, today I made a chili, right? That chili is going to last me for 4 days. Now, this is fresh chili. All the ingredients, I put peppers, fresh tomatoes, onions. I got the 3 packets of chili sauce. I got ground beef. Ground beef is not that expensive. What else I put in there? And so I cooked the ground beef. I put all the ingredients in there, and I ate it for lunch today. It's gonna be my dinner, chili for dinner. Tomorrow I work for lunch, chili for dinner, and for Friday, chili and chili for dinner. That's 3 days. Now I know what you're thinking. You're gonna, Mr. Animal Lover, you're gonna spend half your day in the bathroom, right? Listen, this is how you cut back. This is how you save money. Eating out in the street can get very, very expensive. There's no more $10 meals. You are in the street, you're gonna spend $20, 20 plus. So I recommend when you eat, I'm telling you what I'm making so you can see. This is like a 4-day meal plan. Another great thing, you freeze it. I could freeze this chili and I can eat it for next week. I might be exaggerating a little bit. I'm not gonna eat it 3 days in a row, but I ate it today. I'm probably gonna eat it tomorrow. I love chili, and with a piece of bread and butter there, and I'll freeze the rest, right? And then I'll eat it next week sometime. That's the great thing about chili. You can freeze it, and then next week I'll eat chili again. But this is how you save money, All right, back to the show. Rabies outbreak. Experts warn of public health threat due to increasing rabies outbreak among wild animals in various regions of the U.S. Avian flu in cats. A cat in the U.S. tested positive for H5N1, avian influenza, after consuming a specific brand of raw cat food. And I'm going to break it down more. I'm just giving you general pet news. Pet food recalls. Some frozen pet foods have been recalled due to potential contamination with salmonella and listeria. So be careful. And last but least, Purina Initiative. Purina has launched a merchandise collection to benefit domestic abuse survivors, allowing them to keep their pets with them. I love it, man. Purina, And listen, this is what I bought today from Bob's Snacks, right? These are Purinas, little snack. Look how you woke up. I gave you your snack already. This is for tomorrow. It's for tomorrow. I'm just showing that I bought some Purina for you. That's for tomorrow. You ate. Ken, that's like a treat. That's Bob's treat, by the way. Okay, back to that's it for pet breaking news. On the screen, you're gonna see a scan code for Pets Rule Show. Your host, Mr. Animal Lover, I'm talking to you. That's me. If you don't know, scan that code. Subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, click that bell. Because when we go on the road, you want to know, right? All right. So let me get to feed your pet segment, right? I'm going to leave that for last. Let's do Mr. Animal Lover's 1 minute beef. Mr. Animal Lover's 1 minute beef. Let's do that. All right, pet parents, I got to get this off my chest because too many of you are getting played in the pet food aisle. That's right. You're going for these big buzzwords and you're being overcharged and overpriced. You walk in, you see the words grain-free, organic, premium, and you think, wow, I'm giving my fur baby the best. Wrong. Bro, I'm trying to make those noises, but I can't. So you're wrong. That's marketing smoke and mirrors, folks. You're paying top dollar for bag stuff with cheap fillers, artificial junk, and gimmicks that do nothing but fatten the company's wallet, not your pet. Here's the beef. The real healthy choices are simple. Look for whole protein first, chicken, salmon, lamb, add in nutrient-rich superfoods like pumpkin, spinach, blueberry. That's what fuels energy, shiny coats, and long life. Not fancy labels, not bogus buzzwords. And don't let anyone tell you healthy has to mean expensive. Smart pet parents know the hacks. Buy in bulk, grab subscriptions, deals, mix in fresh foods, quality without breaking the bank. So next time you're in that aisle, pet food aisle, don't be fooled by shiny packaging. Be the boss of your pet's bowl because your furry family deserves the truth. We want to make sure here at the Pets Rule Show, you keep your pet at home. And the truth is, real nutrition always beats fake marketing. My beef is over. You got that? All right. All right. Again, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the Pets Rule Show. And Feed Your Pet is coming up. A new segment. Yes, yes. There's a lot of gamblers in this world, and I'm here to show you how to feed your pet. How do you keep your pet at home? And I'm going to tell you right now. Let me finish the show with at the end of the day, choosing the right pet food is about more than labels and price tags. It's about giving your dog or cat the gift of a longer, healthier, happier life. Every scoop you pour into their bowl shapes their future, their energy, their immune strength, and their ability to stay by your side for years to come. Don't let flashy marketing buzzwords or inflated prices dictate what goes into your pet's body. Instead, look for whole proteins, omega rich oils, antioxidants, and natural ingredients that fuel vitality and protect health. Skip the premium hype and focus on what's real. Nutrition that delivers results. That's right. Nutrition that delivers results. All right. This is a new segment. Feed your pet. That's right. Feed your pet. And again, scan to donate to the Pets Rule Show fundraiser. Support Mr. Animal Lovers, the Pets Rule Show podcast. And when you start making money now, you're going to donate, right? Remember, this show is, you know, how can I put in words? I forgot the word. I just forgot it. It's not in the script. But let's get to it. Feed Your Pet segment. I'm going to show you my NFL football picks for this week on Friday. I'll let you know my final picks, which will reflect injuries and changes to the starting lineups. And you're going to be surprised when you see this. That's right. You're going to be surprised. I'm going to show you this. Let me share my screen. All right. I started doing this. And so I hope I'm sharing my screen here. Can you feed your pet? Can you see it? All right. I don't know if you can see it, so I'm going to do a window. All right, I'm going to do a window. So I started keeping track. I didn't keep track on week 1. So for week 2, these were my picks for week 2, right? So you got the 1 p.m. games, right? I picked all winners, and that's why I want to start sharing this, right? So this is Feed Your Pet segment. And I pick all winners, and you'll get to understand how I do this as the weeks go by. But I'm showing you ahead of time so that you can see this is not a fugazi, right? I picked this early. I'm showing you early so that you can see this is not fake. This is real, man. I'm good at picking, right? And so I only got for week 2, I got 1, 2. I got two losses, right? So week 3, these were my picks. I got 2 losses, right? We know the Packers should have won that game. That was crazy. And I lost the Lions against the Ravens. That was Monday, right? But this is it. Now, week 4. That's right. I'm going to show you. These are my picks for week 4. And I just want to show you right here. So tomorrow, I'm picking the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I think that Seahawks are going to take it. I think Sam Darnold is going to take that game. And I'll break it down more. How do I make my picks and so forth? But I'm showing you early, right? So you can see that I have a knack for picking, and this is it. And yes, I do bet on my picks. I think the Commanders are going to win against the Falcons. I think the Texans are going to get their first wins against the Titans. They're at home. I'm picking the Patriots over the Panthers at home. I'm picking the Lions over the Browns. I'm picking the Vikings over the, remember, this is an away international game. Steelers, I don't know. I think the Vikings are going to take this one. I'm picking the Chargers over the Giants. I don't think the Giants are ready to win yet. Maybe they'll change their quarterback. Who knows? I'm picking the Eagles over the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers, I mean, listen, again, let's see. From here to Friday, I might change my mind. But 3-0, very tight games. I think that they're due for a loss. And I'll let you know why as we go on this week. I'm picking the Bills over the Saints. 4 p.m. games. I'm picking the 49ers over the Jaguars. I'm picking the Rams over the Colts. I know the Colts are undefeated right now, but I think that's it for Daniel Jones. He's gonna suffer his first loss with the Rams at home. Who's next? You got the Bears versus the Raiders. See, I put their unpredictable 50% flip. Anyone could win, but I think the Raiders are due, man. I just think they're due. I think they're home, and they're due. I don't know. I will explain it more this week. Ravens against the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs are ready to win yet. They got one win, right? They won last week, right? Against the Giants, but Ravens is a different monster. Chiefs they're still getting it together. I picked the Ravens. Packers versus the Cowboys. And then Dolphins. I think they're due. Unpredictable, 50% flip. Anyone could win. But I'm picking the Dolphins. Again, I think any Jets could win this. Dolphins are one of those teams this year that they just, they're bad. Horrible. And then last game, Bengals versus the Broncos. I'm picking the Broncos. So, yeah, this week, Friday, I'll give you my final picks. But, tomorrow you got the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Let's see if I get my first win. But listen, for the last last week I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then week 2, I only got 1, 2. So, let's see for week 4 how I do. And Friday, I'll give you my final picks. This is not final, right? Because we know injuries or, someone can get injured at practice and so forth. So Friday, you'll see my final picks. In the meantime, I am sticking with the Seahawks for tomorrow's game. All right, that's going to be the segment for Feed Your Pets. For all those gamblers who have beautiful pets at home and they need to feed their pets, I'm picking the games for you. I got a knack for picking. And let's see how we do in week 4. In the meantime, I hope you love today's show. Today's show, don't be fooled. The real healthy pet food choices that work. Be careful with these buzzwords when you're going pet food shopping. Buzzwords like grain-free, organic, and premium. They just want to get into your pockets. They want you to overspend. So be very, very careful. All right. Thank you for watching the Pets Rule Show. Don't forget to subscribe. You have the code on the screen. Scan the code, subscribe, click that bell. And it's an independent show, the Pets Rule Show. We're always looking for sponsors. Scan to donate. The Pets Rule Show fundraiser. Support Miss Animal Lover and the Pets Rule Show podcast by scanning and donating. Every little help. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, Monday through Friday, 7:30, 8 p.m. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.